Hello, and welcome to the 2024 Michigan Alumni Travel Show. My name is Rachel New, and I am the Senior Travel Program Manager for the Alumni Association of the University of Michigan. I am honored to be here with you today and grateful that once again, I get to present to you a collection of trips. I want to take a moment to introduce myself and my team and each share our favorite travel destination. I am a two-time alumna of the university and a second-generation Wolverine. My husband and I have two children. Eleanor is 4 and JJ is 16 months, and they are both likely watching right now. Hi guys. When it comes to my favorite travel destination, I'm pretty simple and love a good northern Michigan vacation, although Ireland is probably a close second. Next, I want to introduce the newest member of the alumni travel team, Alexa, the travel program coordinator, who joined us in January of this year.
Hi, my name is Alexa Volchek, and I'm the travel program coordinator. My background is in international higher education, and I'm excited to join the travel team. My favorite travel destination is Portugal.
Thanks, Alexa. I'm so glad you are here with us today. Last, but certainly not least, is the travel program assistant, Noah. Chances are, if you have traveled with us within the last year, you've had the pleasure of speaking with Noah either over the phone or through email.
Hi, my name is Noah Goheski. I am the travel program assistant. I'm a U of M graduate and was born and raised in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Favorite place I have ever traveled to is the Amalfi Coast in Italy.
I am so lucky to have the opportunity to work each day with Noah and Alexa. If it weren't for them, there is no way it would be possible to bring you this outstanding collection of trips. So next time you speak with either of them, thank them for all of their hard work. Before we dive into the 2024 lineup, I want to welcome any newcomers who have not had the opportunity to travel with us yet. Traveling with us is one of the many benefits of being a member of the Alumni Association. Some of you might be wondering, what is group travel, or why choose Michigan? And I am here to answer those questions. First, alumni connections. Traveling with other Michigan alumni allows you to connect with like-minded individuals who share a common bond. It creates an opportunity to build new friendships and network with fellow Wolverines. 2, expertly designed itineraries. Michigan Alumni Travel offers carefully curated itineraries that cater to the interests of its alumni. These trips are designed to provide unique experiences, insider access, and a deeper understanding of the destinations visited. 3, educational and cultural experiences. Michigan Alumni Travel often includes educational components such as lectures, guided tours, and curated talks led by knowledgeable experts. These experiences provide a deeper understanding of the local history, culture, and traditions of the places visited. 4, hassle-free planning. By traveling with Michigan Alumni Travel, you can rely on our operators' expertise in organizing trips, making arrangements, and handling logistics. You also get our support along the way, whether you need help booking a trip or have questions leading up to departure. We are always available to talk. 5, accompaniment by university faculty or staff. We identify university faculty or staff members to accompany our trips, acting as a host, and adding an educational component to each trip. They bring personal or professional expertise and act as a social catalyst, connecting you with other alumni on your trip. Group travel takes the hassle out of your planning and allows you to just pack your bags and show up. Even better when you have the support of our program, the companionship of fellow alumni, and the expertise of university faculty and staff. If you ever want to learn more about group travel or have questions, I would be more than happy to speak with you. First, a little bit of housekeeping, and then let's get to the real reason why we are all here, the trips. Throughout the show, you will have the opportunity to enter to win several prizes that we have available, from trip discounts to gift cards or Michigan branded travel items. Keep your eye out for the QR code on the screen and scan it to enter. In 2024, as with every year, we have plenty of what I consider our collection staples. We are also bringing you some exciting new destinations and itineraries. We are bringing back what is proving to be a hot destination, Havana, Cuba, and the Afro-Cuban experience. On this 7-day journey, you will discover the influence of the African diaspora on Cuban culture. Enjoy Cuba's art scene, learn about rural life on the island, and discover the storied Afro-Cuban roots of areas such as Matanzas, Guanabacoa, and Regla. You'll also meet local experts who will share their insights and connections to their country. Join us as we visit Singapore and cruise to the islands of Indonesia, including Bali, Java, and Komodo. This luxury itinerary blends nature, culture, and history with 2 nights in Singapore, 2 nights in Bali, and 8 nights cruising these dreamy islands. Maybe you'll even get lucky and catch a glimpse of a Komodo dragon at Komodo National Park. We leave Southeast Asia and head to North America to visit Montreal, Quebec City, and their great Christmas markets. These Christmas markets have been designed to recreate the atmosphere of the big European Christmas markets and are sure to make you feel as though you have stepped into a Hallmark Christmas movie. In February, spend 11 days immersing yourself in the cultural treasures of both Israel and Jordan. From Tel Aviv to Jerusalem in Israel and Amman to Petra in Jordan, you will explore spiritual landmarks, biblical ruins, archaeological sites, and some of the most ancient and sacred places in the world. Migrate with us to Tanzania for a safari experience. In Tarangire National Park, the Ngorongoro Highlands and Crater, and the Serengeti, enjoy game drives to see animals such as elephants, cheetahs, leopards, lions, black rhinos, zebras, and more. The final new trip I want to highlight is to Portugal and the Alentejo region. Sample olive oil, taste wine, and stroll through the streets of 2 of Alentejo's marble towns, where the local marble adorns facades, fountains, benches, and doorways. Enjoy sweeping landscapes of cork forests and whitewashed villages in Portugal's best-kept secret. This is not an exhaustive list of new trips. We have plenty of other itineraries that we haven't offered before or haven't offered in a while. Moving along to Africa and the Middle East, we have a new and exciting Egyptian adventure in 2024. From Cairo to Aswan, you'll see Egypt by land and on a private dahabeah, a traditional Egyptian sailing vessel. In Cairo, you'll stay right outside the pyramids and even be able to see them from your hotel. From Northern Africa, head south to the pride of Southern Africa. From luxury hotels to a 5-star safari cruise, see the beauty and experience the culture of South Africa. Follow Nelson Mandela's long walk to freedom, enjoy game drives in Chobe National Park, and take a cable car to the top of Table Mountain. We leave Africa and the Middle East and head east to Asia and the Pacific, with a stop in Vietnam as we journey through this land of breathtaking beauty. This trip truly covers the highlights of Vietnam, from the floating markets in the Mekong Delta to cosmopolitan Ho Chi Minh City and the fairytale landscapes of Ha Long Bay. This trip is always a favorite amongst alumni, and I'm so excited to be offering it again in 2024. Keeping with the trend of alumni favorites, let's visit Australia and New Zealand, shall we? We have 2 departures in 2024, as this is easily one of our most popular trips. Spend 3 weeks exploring both Australia and New Zealand and visit at least 9 different cities in these 2 countries. In my opinion, this is one of the best trips we offer. I guess this is a section of favorites because the last trip I am highlighting in this region is another one that sells out every year, Insiders Japan. Visit 5 different cities in Japan and enjoy experiences such as a cruise in the shadows of Mount Fuji. Visit the gallery of a calligrapher, tour a sake brewery, partake in a traditional tea ceremony, and much more. This is truly one of our most popular trips. At Michigan Alumni Travel, we understand that going to Australia and New Zealand for 3 weeks might not always be feasible or even desirable for everybody, so we make sure to offer trips closer to home, or at least domestically. Let's start down south, cruising the Mississippi. Begin your journey in New Orleans and cruise up to Memphis with plenty of stops along the way. dine on Cajun and Creole cuisine, catch a fish along the riverbank, and explore the famous Museum of African American History and Culture. From the bottom of the US to the top, we go to Alaska next and cruise through Alaska's Inside Passage. I want to tell you that this is another alumni favorite trip, but I think I'm starting to sound like a broken record. They are all favorites. You'll cruise Glacier Bay National Park, look for whales from the deck of the ship, and visit a salmon hatchery. If you've ever wanted to visit Alaska, this is the best way to do it, on a small ship that can get into ports that the larger ships cannot. How about we stay out west and head to California for a trip that takes you by land, by sea, and on a train. Cruise on the San Francisco Bay and Lake Tahoe, discover delicious wines in Napa, and enjoy a rail journey through the snow-capped Sierra Nevada mountains. This is a new trip for us next year, and I'm very excited about it. I am going to stick with the train theme, but this time on the other side of the country in New England. Visit Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Maine as the leaves change in fall. Ride the Conway Railway through the Mount Washington Valley countryside. Take a scenic cruise along Casco Bay, and do one of my personal favorite things, visit a sugar maple farm. If anyone wants to bring me maple syrup, I will not object. One hidden gem of the travel program is our offering of event-based trips. Two examples of these in 2024 are the Indy 500 and the Kentucky Derby. Both trips include lodging, transportation to and from the event, as well as additional activities such as touring the IndyCar garage in Indianapolis or the Keeneland Racecourse in Kentucky. I love being able to bring you access to these bucket list events. We will stay in the Americas and travel to Central and South America next. Sail through the Panama Canal during daylight on our Panama Potpourii trip. Beginning in Miami, you will visit several ports, including Costa Maya, Mexico, Roatan, Honduras, and Panama City, Panama, to name a few. We have two opportunities to visit Patagonia next year. The trip I am going to highlight features Patagonia's glaciers and Chile's fjords. It will take you through the Straits of Magellan, Cape Horn and Torres del Paine National Parks, Tierra del Fuego, and more. You'll see Patagonia wildlife, including my favorite, penguins, and visit the bottom of the world in Ushuaia. Our other trip, Patagonian Frontiers, visits many of the same locations with more time spent in Torres del Paine. Another annual favorite is the Galapagos Islands. In 2024, we head to the northern part of the islands, including Darwin Bay. Spend your days cruising the islands and looking for the remarkable wildlife that inhabits this area, such as Darwin's finches, sea lions, and giant tortoises. When I was deciding which trips to highlight from Europe, I had to narrow it down, and narrow it down again and again. We have so many great itineraries to choose from in Europe, it's hard to pick just a few. We will start in Italy, one of my favorite countries, on a culinary adventure, which just happens to be my favorite kind of adventure. There are a lot of great highlights on this trip, but I am going to focus on the food because, as I said, food is my favorite. You will get to have tastings of olive oil, Parmesan cheese, and wine. Plus, you will learn to cook regional dishes. If you have room in your suitcase, please bring me home some Parmesan cheese. Okay, so far I have requested maple syrup and Parmesan cheese from you. There seems to be a trend. While this next trip will have culinary delights, the focus is less on food and more on the beautiful Douro River region. You'll cruise along the river, visiting charming towns and elegant cities along the way in both Spain and Portugal. In 2024, I am bringing back one of my favorite trips that we have offered recently, Fairytale France. Step inside a Disney movie as you visit the Alsace region of France. Your home base is Colmar, France, and from there you travel throughout this magical region with its dramatic beauty, incredible gastronomy, and endearing old world villages. If you want to see more of Europe all at once, you can cruise with us through the heart of it, from Amsterdam through Germany, Austria, Slovakia, and Hungary, Cruise along the great rivers that have shaped these countries and personalize your journey with many different excursion options. 2024 brings us the 80th anniversary of D-Day, and we have a special trip to Normandy planned. With a home base in Honfleur, you will spend 2 full days exploring D-Day sites such as Omaha and Utah beaches, the Normandy American Cemetery, and other sites that played a key role during this pivotal World War II operation. Head to the Alps and enjoy the Alpine Splendor in Switzerland and Austria. In the shadows of the Matterhorn, you'll discover mountain villages, European cities, rides on the famed Glacier Express, cruises on pristine mountain lakes, and other excursions through the high Alps. This is a new trip for us, and I think you're going to love it. The last European trip I'm going to highlight takes you north to Iceland and the Northern Lights. What I love about this trip is that you circumnavigate Iceland and have the opportunity to see the entire country and even venture above the Arctic Circle. You'll visit old fishing villages, see surreal national landscapes formed by lava flows and surrounded by waterfalls, and enjoy ports that are only accessible by smaller ships. In 2024, I am excited to bring a new kind of trip to you, one that is specifically designed for new graduates of the university. This 11-day trip visits England, France, and Italy with an optional 5-day extension to Greece and the island of Poros. Open to 2024 graduates, this trip is the perfect way to celebrate such a big accomplishment and take a little time to unwind and explore before you start your next big adventure as an alum. Michigan Alumni Travel is broadening our collection by not just adding this new graduate trip, but also including trips geared toward young alumni and families. An example of a young alumni trip we are offering in 2024 is our Ireland Hops, Grains, and Slainte trip. This trip visits several breweries and distilleries across Ireland, while also making sure you see the iconic sites such as the Cliffs of Moher, Blarney Stone, and St. Patrick's Cathedral. As I mentioned, we also have trips geared toward multiple generations. These trips are great for the entire family. Our captivating Croatia trip is designed for families who have children over the age of 10 and travels through Croatia from Zagreb to Dubrovnik. The highlight of this trip, in my opinion, is Plitvice Lakes National Park, with its 16 terrace lakes laced together by waterfalls and wooden walkways. It is a stunning experience. Now, some of you might be thinking, okay, Rachel, I'm excited for 2024, but I also still want to travel in 2023. Well, you're in luck. We have a few trips that still have space. Golf in southern France, tour national parks in California, visit coastal Maine, or tour America's Southwest by luxury train. Some of our other trips still have space too. Let us know if you're interested. At some point, someone had the bright idea for me to tell you my 3 top picks for 2024. Quickly, I realized how difficult this was going to be. I spend so much time selecting a collection of trips that I hope you will enjoy that I become excited about each and every one of them, which makes it hard to pick just 3. But somehow I narrowed it down. So here we go. I should preface this by telling you that I really love winter and traveling to beautiful snowy destinations, which is probably why the Northern Lights of Iceland and the Montreal and Quebec holiday markets made the list. I also really love food, as I have already mentioned, so my 3rd favorite is our Flavors of Sicily trip. I know I say this every year, but it is truly an honor to be standing here today as the Senior Travel Program Manager of the Alumni Association of the University of Michigan and presenting this collection of trips to you. When I stepped into this role in 2020, I wasn't sure what was going to happen in the travel industry and with this program. Would alumni travel with us again? Would operators continue to provide trips? Would our travelers like the trips I selected? I'm so grateful to be here today with alumni who are ready to travel. operators who are putting forth some of the best trips I have ever seen, and with travelers who are excited about the trips I have selected. The number of travelers we have had in 2023 has blown me away. Once again, I am reminded that we are the best group of alumni in the world, and how proud I am to be a Michigan Wolverine. Thank you to Alexa and Noah for continuously bringing exceptional support and customer service to the alumni, and thanks to all of you for being here and supporting this program, the Alumni Association, and the university. I cannot wait to travel with you in 2024. Go Blue.